This is Josh here from InsideWrestlingTruth, and today's guest is Cobain. Cal, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing alright.
Alright, the first question I wanted to ask you is, how did you get into the business, and who trained you?
I got into the business back in 2001. Started originally training with IWA Mid-South, and then Alistair Fear got me more into the business, and picked up training from various different guys over the years. Wasn't due to IWA Mid-South moving up north at the time, I wasn't able to complete my training, plus my regular job caused issues on that, so I've just picked up things over the years from different workers I've booked on my own shows and at other shows that I've been to over the years.
What guys did you follow growing up?
Any number of them. But more recent guys like Madman Pondo and mainly the hardcore guys.
Who is your favorite person to work with in the Indies?
I almost have to say probably my favorite one to work with would be Madman Pondo. The few times I was able to work with him, he was real fun to work with.
Outside of Pondo, who are some of your favorite people in the Indies?
I'd say Alistair Fear, wasn't drawing a blank now. I can't even think now. My brain is not working.
That's cool, man.
I'm sure it'll come to me later.
What guys do you dislike in the Indies?
Oh, I don't really dislike anybody, really. There's a few guys not particularly fond of. I mean, I've got great respect for anybody in the business. The guys like, say, Cage Cutler and probably say Adam Gooch. I don't particularly like him too awful much due to his incident hitting the handicapped kid
that was fucked
out in
up.
Illinois. But other than that, there ain't been too many guys I've had much problem with.
What's been your worst injury?
I'd have to say, well, I won't say it's the worst injury, but the scariest injury is got dropped on my neck. It's been probably 2 years ago at least, and I pinched a nerve, and for at least a good 5-10 minutes I was paralyzed from the knees down and the elbows down. Very, very scary moment.
I bet. What's been your bloodiest match?
I'd say probably my bloodiest match was, I can't think of the exact date, but it was back for the promotion Father Fear was running here just over the past year or so, and it was with Alistair Fear and Waffle, and we were bloody as hell. Me and Alistair Fear beat the living hell out of each other that whole match.
What attracted you to hardcore wrestling?
I don't really know for sure. I think it was different from what everybody else was doing, and once I started doing it, I realized how the fans reacted to me differently than when I was just doing the regular old wrestling stuff.
Who's the worst promoter you have worked for?
There'll be a lot of heat for this, and I'm probably gonna fucking not get booked for a while. I'm gonna have to say Sam Crosby. SMPW. Won't let me bleed anymore. Last time I was out there, got kind of tired of that shit.
Why won't they let you bleed?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out. They still let me do the brawling type stuff, but don't want me to bleed. I don't know what the whole idea is behind that, but it's what I love to do, so I don't know.
We talked about the worst promoter. Who's the best promoter you've worked for?
Well, I'd have to say, I don't technically know that he's the promoter, but Alistair Fair, CCW, always takes care of me.
Yeah, that's what's important.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on WWE and TNA currently? Do you watch it, or?
I watch it from time to time and usually turn the channel pretty quickly because I get bored and with the outlandish storylines and the not using guys properly and everything else.
Right.
I mean, I've got no room to talk because I ain't that wonderful myself, but
Yeah. It can be over the line.
Yeah.
And boring.
Yeah.
What's your favorite road story? Do you have any?
I technically don't really have any. Most of the time I'm by myself on the road, so.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest problem with the indies?
Too many guys don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm sure a lot of people say that about myself, but fuck them.
Right. What titles have you held in your career?
Well, the only ones besides my promotion, which don't mean a damn thing, because I can say whoever the hell has the title at that particular time,
Yeah.
be the CCW Hardcore Championship.
What was it like before going out, before your first match?
A lot of nerves. Basically scared to death before I went out to the ring.
Who's the stiffest guy you ever worked with?
That's to say Alistair Fair. Be a cross between Alistair Fair and J.C. Bailey.
What's been the best moment in your career so far?
I'd say winning the Hardcore Championship at CCW. That and being in deathmatch tournament back in February and going over on Madman Pondo in the opening round.
What do you like most about working in the Coliseum?
I'd have to say probably the fact that it's an easygoing environment and never had any problems down here, not anybody. Or
History.
yeah, good. A lot of history here.
Right. How do you want to be remembered when you finally retire?
Just a crazy motherfucker.
Do you have any last words or anything you want to say to your fans out there?
I hope I put on a hell of a show for you every time I go to the ring. Like me or love me, I'm going to bleed all over the fucking place. I am Kyle Cobain. I'm sick and insane. I'm going to bring the pain to somebody's motherfucking brain.
Thanks again, man.
Yep. Thank you.
I wish I thought of that. Hey,